Hey, it's Rafael Cintron here, helping you lower your taxes, get a second citizenship, move abroad. And in this video, we're going to talk about the best and strongest passports in the world and their dual nationality laws. Do those passports let you retain your other citizenship in case you get naturalized in one of those countries? And it's just a fun video to see which countries have the absolute best passports. Obviously, with the situation happening around the world, a lot of these visa-free privileges have been lowered, but still they are the strongest passports and they will continue to be the strongest passports. So right now, as we stand, the best passport in the world, the one that lets you go to the most countries, is Japan. The Japanese passport allows you to go to 193 countries without a visa, an absolutely stunning amount of countries. And the only countries that you can't really go or you need to apply for a visa with a Japanese passport are countries that are at war or countries in Africa that you don't really want to go to either way. So they really have access to the entire world. It's really the best passport in the world, and a lot of people think, oh, the US passport is the best one in the world. The UAE passport, the Arab passport, is one of the best in the world. They don't even make it to this list, Japan being the top one. Unfortunately, they do not allow dual nationality, and they really crack down on it. People that become Japanese citizens through naturalization, through marriage, through any other means, have to give up whatever other passport they have. And if you are a Japanese citizen and you wish to become a citizen of Europe, for example, a country in Europe, Japan will require you to give up your Japanese citizenship. So it is not, I would say it's the best for visa-free travel, but when it comes to having multiple passports, maybe you're Japanese, or maybe you spend 10, 20 years in Japan, you become naturalized as a Japanese citizen, but maybe you want to retain a European passport, maybe you want to retain a South American passport, or a passport as a plan B in case there's any problems in Japan. Unfortunately, you cannot do that, which lowers their rank in my mind, but officially they are the top passport. The next passport, the strongest in the world, would be Singapore. Access to 192 countries without a visa, so just one country that Japan has, but Singapore doesn't have. Singapore as well, they do not allow dual nationality if you wish to become a Singaporean citizen. One of the famous cases of Singaporean citizenship was Eduardo Saverin. He is one of the co-founders of Facebook, and when he wanted to get Singaporean citizenship, he gave up his US citizenship because he obviously needed to give up another citizenship in order to become Singaporean, and he also saved himself a huge tax bill. He was supposed to pay billions of dollars in tax. He escaped that tax bill because of the Facebook IPO and got the Singaporean citizenship. So he killed two birds with one stone. He gave up the US citizenship, got the Singaporean, the second strongest passport in the world, and also saved himself a lot of tax. So definitely also lowers the rank in my mind, but definitely Singapore is such a wonderful country and wonderful people and just an overall so highly developed country with amazing culture, and I just absolutely love it, as well as a very, very strong passport. The next two countries up for the third position, they actually tie each other, are Germany and South Korea. South Korea does not allow dual nationality, dual citizenship, just like Japan and Singapore. You do need to renounce the other citizenship that you have, and if you are Korean and you wish to have another citizenship, you will need to give up your Korean citizenship. In the case of Germany, they do allow dual nationality. You can get a citizenship of the US. For example, Peter Thiel, one of the so famous investors, he's an investor in PayPal and Facebook and many different companies, and he has three nationalities: the US citizenship, the German citizenship by birth, and the New Zealand citizenship that he got by just investing in the country. And basically because he's a high profile investor, he got that citizenship. So he has three citizenships, and these three countries, New Zealand, the US, and Germany, they all allow dual nationality, Germany being the best passport out of those three. Obviously a very sought after passport by a lot of people from Arab countries, from Africa, from Latin America. They move to Germany, they live in Germany, they get naturalized in Germany. It is quite of a long process, and they do have a lot of rules and restrictions, but it is one of the best passports in the world. South Korea and Germany, they both have 191 visa-free countries, so one or two countries away from the top passports. And you'll see that most of these passports that are one rank below or above each other, they just have one country or two countries, and some of these countries you don't even want to go to. So there's some countries that are just islands in the middle of the Pacific, or just really small countries that you probably have no interest in going. So those are tied for number 3 on the top passports in the world. Tied for number 4 in the world are Italy, Finland, and Spain. They all allow dual nationality, but they have different laws on how you can become a dual national, from which country do you need to come from to become a dual national, and different laws when it comes to this. So for example, Spain, I was actually looking to get naturalized as a Spanish citizen because I speak Spanish. My long ancestors come from Spain, and I thought, okay, I need to live in Spain for 10 years as a US citizen to then become a Spanish citizen. And if you are a US citizen, you get naturalized as a Spanish citizen. They will require you to give up your US passport. So you do need to give up your US passport, which I'm planning on doing anyway because of the taxes. But for anybody that is a US citizen, wants to retain their US citizenship, they will ask you to renounce that passport in order to become a Spanish citizen. The only way that you can become a Spanish citizen and still retain your nationality or your past citizenship would be if you're from one of the colonies of Spain. So Philippines, Latin America, Andorra, or any countries that speak Spanish or have Spanish as an official language. So any of those countries, if you become a Spanish citizen, you can keep your other citizenship, your other nationality. When it comes to Italy, dual citizenship is allowed in all cases. You can pretty much have any nationality and then become an Italian, be Italian, and then have another nationality. A lot of US citizens are dual nationals, Italy and the US, and they are tied for 190 countries each. So again, 1 or 2 countries below the others, which are in the top that I talked about, Germany and South Korea. When it comes to Finland, they do allow dual nationality, but by the age of 22, if somebody has 2 passports, 2 nationalities, they need to prove that they have a close connection to Finland. So for example, your parents are Finnish and you were born in the United States, or you were born in Brazil or any other country that allows citizenship by birth. So you have 2 nationalities, or you apply to have 2 nationalities. By the age of 22, if you've never lived in Finland, if you don't know Finnish, if your parents are Finnish, you probably know Finnish, but if you just have absolutely no connections to the country, that nationality would be revoked. So you will not be a Finnish citizen for the rest of your life. That's a really weird law. You just need to prove that you have a connection to the country, but they do have that law. So tied at 4th, Finland, Spain, and Italy. Those 3 beautiful, amazing countries that I spent a lot of time in, 190 countries each. And another country that is in that 4th rank that I forgot to mention is Luxembourg. Unfortunately, when I wanted to go to Luxembourg, I actually went to Belgium, and there was massive floods between Belgium and Luxembourg, and I wanted to take a train from Belgium to Luxembourg, so I wasn't able to actually go to Luxembourg. It's one of my dream countries. I definitely want to go there. Not a lot of population, not a lot of citizens of Luxembourg, but they are tied for the 4th best passport in the world. 190 visa-free countries, and they do allow dual nationality. A lot of Luxembourgians are also Belgian, are also Dutch, German, so they do have that combination of multiple nationalities, and they are completely okay with that. I definitely look forward to visiting Luxembourg very soon. And then the next countries tied for 5th place in the world, and then we'll close it there, are Denmark and Austria. 2 very well-developed, very high-tax, very beautiful countries. I've been to both, and they're absolutely amazing and very clean and very modern. They have 189 visa-free countries. So again, just a couple of countries away from the top passports. And Denmark allows dual nationality. Austria does not recognize dual nationality. So if you become a citizen of another country, Austria, they don't really pursue you as much as Japan or Singapore would pursue you, but they do want you to not become a citizen of any other country. And if you do become a citizen of another country, to give up your Austrian citizenship. If you become Austrian, then you need to give up your other citizenship. So it is quite weird. Austria also had a citizenship by investment or citizenship by exception program in which you could retain your other citizenship. So the laws are a bit weird. If you do get naturalized as an Austrian, what I've heard from the research, or really what I've learned from the research into Austrian citizenship, is that you do need to give up your other passport in order to become Austrian, unless you were born in Austria to Austrian parents and then you acquire citizenship somehow, but you don't really need another citizenship. Austria is one of those countries that, even though they are high tax, they kind of leave you alone. They're not like Spain or, for example, Australia, that follow you all over the world. If you have bank accounts outside of their countries, they at least want to start knowing about it, just like the US. They make you report everything. Spain and Australia, they're not quite there yet, but I see them going in that direction. I know that Spain is really extremely aggressive when it comes to taxes, and I see Canada, Spain, France, Germany, maybe even Australia going in that direction of citizenship-based taxation. So this could happen. So if you are from one of those countries and your country allows dual nationality, then maybe try to get a citizenship by investment or another passport just in case anything happens. So that's it for this video. Let me know if you enjoyed this breakdown on the top passports in the world. I love talking about passports. I love researching passports. I love studying citizenship and all of this. If you're looking for another citizenship, or you want to have dual nationality, or you want to just move abroad, lower your taxes, I can help you. I have a service where I've helped multiple clients lower their taxes from for example, one client from $300,000 a year to $10,000 a year. So he was paying $300,000 a year in taxes. I lowered it down to just $10,000 a year. And I've also helped people get second citizenships. I myself have gotten a second citizenship through investment, and I can help you as well. And check the video that's going to pop up here. It's about the 10 countries in the world that offer citizenship by investment. So maybe you have a bad passport, you want to get a better one, or maybe you have a passport that you think you want to have a plan B. If you have a US citizenship, you want to renounce it, you want to get another citizenship, or you just want to get another citizenship to improve better travel privileges depending on what region you're from. Check out the video. It's gonna pop up right here. There's gonna be a square. Check it out. Subscribe, hit that notification bell and that like button down below, and I'll see you on the next video.